guys, what's up? I'm back again. Now, welcome back to my channel Soulful Renderings and welcome back to the second episode of Eye Openers. In this series, I talk about some social things and I try to project my own opinions on it. So, this video is divided into two parts. The first part has this thing which I have written and I want to share this with you all, and the second part contains of some of my opinions and thoughts about the current situation that is happening in the country. So the topic of this week's video is it could have been better. So let's begin. So here it is. Do you know the difference between a soul and a body? A body is what you have and you are designated with for the rest of your lives, and it is different from the soul that you cultivate and you leave to this world to stand the test of time. Have you guys ever thought about it? I live in my body, but I confide in my soul. But sometimes life is too unpredictable, so much so that even the soul becomes tired of listening to your constant sufferings, trying to protect you as best as it can. Now, you guys must be thinking, why am I talking mindlessly in the middle of the night? Or a day? Or what is it? For sometimes even the day seems to be as endless as a night. Let me tell you, do not pass comments like she might be depressed at the beginning of the tale. In order to say that, you need to stick to the end of the video or even beyond that. I am weak. I need help. I know I am not capable of figuring everything out myself. Or maybe I am. I have made mistakes and maybe I'll make them again. But whatever I am, whoever I am, I try my best to own up to it. To accept myself with all my faults and achievements. So please, do not mistake my mistakes. Have you ever felt too tired? Have you ever felt like stopping everything in the middle of a sentence because you don't know where to give a full stop, or you don't know where is the full stop, or you don't even know what is a full stop? Do you know what is right and what is wrong? Have you ever felt lonely? Have you ever felt like looking to the mirror and ask yourself, who am I? Because trust me, there's no answer to it. There are so many things in the world that we contain in us and we are unaware of. We are all mysteries to ourselves. What does my voice sound like to you? Fine? Soothing? Empty? Soulless? Tormenting? There are so many layers to it. Do not judge me straight. My thoughts and my opinions might be dark, might not soothe your ears, but I can't help it. You need to accept me for who I am, not for who you wish I could have been. Now, I gotta say it out straight. Yes, he died. He killed himself. He did what he thought would lessen his pain. Suicide is not for the weak or for the strong. It is for both. It is for that point of time in life where everything seems meaningless, or so meaningful that you can't handle it. Yes, we are to be blamed for it. They are to be blamed for it, but not him. Who are we to decide what is right and what is wrong? What comes after death? Do you know? Do I know? What happens when there's a body without a soul? Like a huge tree without leaves, an endless winter, or the winter's tale. We'll know when life lets us know. There is a difference between the real and the real. We judge a person for dying because we think he could have done better. Actually, we all could have done better, but didn't, because at that point of time, it all seemed right, and that's all that mattered. An individual is just a character trying to sail through the maze of life. but the process is different from all of us. We succeed, we fail, we get lost and we get found. We are all in the same book, but not on the same page or the same line. I just want you to know that death is a part of life, and sometimes a larger part than life itself. Death might be an option but not an end. You might die and still live and still love. Please do not butcher an already dead soul by godly speeches of mental health, because we know how important it is and we know how neglected it is in our country. And yes, despite everything that is happening in this world, I believe that there are better people, people who care, people who are kind, people who know how to love. There are better places, better situations, better moments. Come on, life always tries hard to be better. You might just give it a second chance, and I might just give it a second chance only if I wish and only if life needs that second chance. So that is what I have written, and hope you like it. And this is the second part of the video where I want to share some of my opinions, the opinions that I have extracted from whatever I have written. First comment or opinion, whatever you say, is that do not pass mere comments and judgments without knowing the context, because the body, as I have described earlier, is just an illusion, a physical structure, and is just a facade. So do not pass comments like she is depressed or he is depressed by just looking at the body and not the soul of a person. Second, this is a comment which I have seen in most of the social media platforms, and it is a person who has done a film like Chichore, fighting against and battling against mental health. How could he commit suicide? First of all, I want to say that when you say he is committing suicide, you are putting a judgment upon him. So do not say he has committed suicide. And as many people have said, it was a murder. It was a slow psychological murder. So that is what you need to say. He has died by suicide and not committed suicide. And another thing about this is that there is a difference between the real and the real. When he is playing a character, or when we as people are out in the world, we are different. We play different characters all day and we are different people, but then when he comes or when we come to our room, when we look into the mirror and we see ourselves, it is all we, it is all I see myself, I look into my soul and I feel my own sufferings. So when you are saying or when any one of you are saying that any one of you is saying that why did he do this, he could have done better, we expected more from him, you are becoming so selfish that you are only thinking about yourself and not him. Thirdly, I strongly protest the news channels. The news channels are covering things which they should not cover. Asking a father about his dead son, asking a sister about his dead brother is not right. Because what is a father going to say about his dead son? That he is feeling good. He's feeling good because he has to see the face of his son being dead before him. So that is what I want to say, that news channels are just talking mindlessly and talking nonsense, and they lack sensitivity. You need to control control such a situation with sensitivity, because before everything that is happening, the fight against nepotism, the fight against his suicide or his death, it is he. We need to be concerned about how we treat the death of his soul and his body. And the news channels are ranting over it. They are just trampling the entire thing, which I totally protest. And the most important opinion of mine is that just listen to a person when a person needs it. You do not have to say I understand you, because you don't understand a person. Whenever a person is saying that I am feeling empty within myself, you are not understanding it unless and until you go through the same thing. So do not say that. And after his death, suddenly there is a rave of this mental illness thing that is going on in the entire country and in the social media platforms, the WhatsApp statuses, and I am just shocked that a day before his death, people just did not give a thing about mental health, and suddenly those same people are saying you should take care of your mental health, because mental health is as important as physical health. So that is a sign of how hypocrite a person can be, or the population of the nation can be. My overall and overarching point is just that we should deal with this thing with the utmost amount of sensitivity, and let's just admit that he has died, and we are trying as best as we can to fight against it and to protect him and ourselves and to bring him justice. And let's just let that be it, and just not interfere into a person's personal life, because even if he is dead, it is his life, it was his life, it is his parents' life. So we have no right to intervene that. That is all I want to say, that he could have done better is what we are not to judge that. We all could have done better, he also could have done better, but he didn't and we didn't. So I admit that he is dead, and I'm not sure what is going to happen about this nepotism thing, but I'm happy that people are, and suddenly people are saying it, and it is actually sad that it took the death of an actor to point out this nepotism thing, because nepotism and favoritism is there throughout the country, throughout every aspect of our lives. So common people doesn't matter. It took the death of an actor to prove that. But anyways, I'm happy that at the end of the day it is coming out, and that's all that matters. And I'm really sorry, I didn't mean to offend any one of your opinions, anyone who is seeing my video. It is just what I feel and what I have said, so do not get offended by it. And also make sure you smash that like button if you agree with it, and also if you agree with it, let me know in the comment section below. And that's all. You know the drill. Like, comment, share and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in my next video. Thank you.